simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd trying to make life miserable run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game.
All by himself down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Clement. Fires to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The RPO, it's complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get us.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Clement. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he puts through the extra point. That latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Fighting off the defender, and he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Rushes on him. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, dude.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. Nothing. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Back to pass, it's Clement. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. To the end zone. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And he gets to the line and spikes it very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Turning it on! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
You're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race. You've got to win games, and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation.
Touchdown, Volunteer! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Racing to the right. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Clement. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the grab on the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Charles. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Vols want to move quickly.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has
picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here is the Tennessee offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Charles. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to impose their will with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You've got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Trying to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the volunteer.